All right, back with another video here, and this one's a little different. Happy New Year. Broken stuff. Yeah, it's a little windy today. It's winter, Colorado. Ice, snow, melting, all that fun stuff. Got the sleds out. Not my truck, it's my buddy Jim's. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. He was tinkering with his diesel, but 2003 Silverado. The transfer case is out and the new one should be here shortly. So really nothing to update on that other than I didn't, I'll probably do a separate video when it comes in, but I didn't bother fixing it. I found out that those Aero trucks 03 to 07, I think, they were prone to actually get like a pinhole in the back of the case. So you could like rebuild them, not even see it, and you still leak fluid, and you could have the same problem over again. So I found a good rebuild shop. They're sending me one, and anyway, that'll be fixed soon. But some of the other junk over here, never really talked about this one much, but I think I did in some video. But this is my Player Sportsman 500, and it's broken. I think it's an 03. Don't use it for much of anything other than just really plowing. Occasionally I was taking it to track for snowmobile stuff, but she's hurt. It'll run and fire up, but I'm guessing it's on virtually like no compression. It's had a few overheatings over the years, and it's got 5,000 miles on it, and it's just, hopefully the rod's okay and the crank and everything internal. This is at least the bottom end, but it probably needs a piston. Maybe a valve's a little messed up or something, and it's not totally closing, but yeah, it's basically just way down on power. So got to get this thing fixed. But here's the big one, and I've never really talked, well, maybe I did, I don't know if I've talked about this car, but this is well, looks like a little bit of a problem. This is a what is this thing, 2006 Audi A8L. I think it's the sport model too. I got this from a friend for almost nothing, and kind of bought it thinking I'd goof around with it and maybe, I don't know, do something crazy with it. But about the same time I bought this, the Silverado transfer case died. So instead of probably just fixing that thing right away, I parked it and I started driving this a little bit through last winter. Worked pretty good. I don't know, it's got the 4.2 V8, which is a nice engine, got good power. Problem is the car is way too big, way too heavy. It'd be great if it was like this car in like an A4 or something. Or sorry, this engine in A4. Maybe that's an S model, but whatever. I don't know my Audis that well. But every light's on in the dash, and check engine light's on. It needs O2 sensors, but it actually runs fine. But it's just got lots of little things. It's got air shocks, but they leak if it sits for a long time. So it's probably worth like nothing, you know, when this car was like 80, 100,000 or some crazy amount and it was new. But a day or two ago, or maybe a couple days ago now, yeah, this happened. Left for work, probably was super low. Quite often I do check the tires, but I must have just left and that didn't. Got about a mile away, and I was like, this is bad. So pulled over, and sure enough, it was flat, or just about flat, but everything was still on the wheel. And I was like, all right, well, I'm just going to limp it home. And in the process of limping it home, I think it completely popped off the wheel. And I think the rim is actually okay. But yeah, maybe it blew out. I don't know what happened. Cut the tire, who knows? But anyway, I don't know what to do with this, because I'll get that truck fixed. And then, I don't know, but I'm going to at least take tire off. I don't even know if these things have spares. They probably do. I mean, the trunk's huge, so we'll find out here. But at least fix this so I can move it, and I don't know. We'll see. Well, look at that. Not surprising. This thing's a giant car. It has a huge trunk. I've had to side panel off there forever because the battery drains if it sits for a long time. But anyway, not surprising, and I've never even looked, but it's got a spare, full-size spare. It's a 255 45 18, which is almost the same. This has got 19s, and maybe because the sport package, I don't know Audis, maybe the sport package makes them a 19 and the regular cars are 18s, I'm not sure. But I don't know, looks like a full-size wheel. Wheel. It does have the max 50 miles an hour sticker, which, let's be honest, all you gotta do is take that sticker off and you're good to go. And I'm gonna do obviously the smart thing here and just put the spare on. Never bother to fix that, and the car's good to go. But I don't know. But yeah, anyway, at least get this thing fixed for now. Okay, a little bit of heat here. And oh look, stickers are gone. This one was, I don't know, it was some kind of slightly different sticker because that was on there. I started peeling it, kept ripping, so I don't care about that one. But oh look, these are gone. So all of a sudden this is now a 200-mile-an-hour wheel. We're good to go. The warning sticker actually says temporary spare wheel for short time use only, max 50, whatever. The tire is a standard tire for sure. So, and this wheel, oh god, that is not a lightweight wheel, so I don't know really why they're too concerned, but good enough for now. So also brakes look good. I don't think I've really checked them, but brakes look good. They're certainly big on this car. Yeah, so I don't know if this is really gonna get driven much more, but if I need it for something, I'll throw this on here for now. And I don't know, I mean, I looked at this wheel and it looks good. It didn't get beat up. It definitely went a short distance physically on the rim, or maybe the tire was kind of laying over, I'm not sure. All this rash was already here, but the actual rim and the inside with the tire mounts, it's still smooth. So I could probably get some junk tires and throw on it, or I don't know, but at least temporarily it's good. So if we need it for something, so just wrap it up here. Okay, so this is technically a, I don't know what it is, intro video or whatever it is talking about this car, so I might as well kind of at least show it off a little. Exterior wise, it's okay. It's super dirty right now. Got hit down here. There's a couple scratches and stuff down there. The body panel's not quite perfect, but otherwise it's pretty good. Big car. It's hard to tell because it's so dirty, but there's a couple, like, I don't know what they are, door dings or something here. They were all there when I got it. Otherwise, you know, not visually looking too good right now because it's so dirty, wintertime. It's actually pretty good. Interior, gigantic rear seats, or not the seats themselves, gigantic rear space. That's where the L part comes in. You get an extra 5-6 inches combined with an already big car. The A8 is leather everywhere, kind of a little beat up. Probably could clean up if I wanted to, but otherwise it's got pockets for just, well, even a cigarette ashtray and everything, but it's just got pockets for everything. There were some pocket things back here that were falling, so I took them off. That stuff still works. It's got shades that come down the back and the side. Things in the back are good, not clean, but good. As far as working, it's got these nets. That's a German thing. Well, it's pretty good. Trouble is up front, not so much visually. I do have these kind of like half seat covers that I cut up. You can kind of see over on this side what it looks like, why it's all messed up. Bottom of the seats are pretty beat up. But I have this half covers that I shove underneath. But yeah, I mean, visually it's like, oh, it looks pretty good. Trouble is, if I fired it up, every light would be on the dash. ABS, TPS, check engine light, air shocks, headlight bulb sensing something. It's just so much stuff. Also, the the radio doesn't work when it's cold. That's great. When it's warm, it works. I don't know. It has a draw. If it sits for a few weeks, it'll die. It actually is kind of unique here. There's actually a solar panel in the sunroof, moonroof, whatever you want to call it, that's supposed to run a little fan and circulate air through the car when it's hot. And I think that still works, but apparently it's not enough for helping out with whatever draw it has. So anyway, overall, looking at the car, you're like, oh, it's pretty good. It's just the trouble. It's the, oh, and unfortunately, cracked windshield, which is not going to be fun, knowing how expensive that windshield probably would be as well. So, 5 foot away, 10 foot away, it looks good. Up close, it's not bad, but just, I'm not really into the car per se. If it was like an A4 or a wagon with this engine, that'd be cool, or a manual. But anyway, it's just, to put the money in to fix it, several $1,000s, and then factor in the little I paid for it, but still what I paid for it, it's like, is it worth it? So who knows? But anyway, this is the 2006 Audi A8L. And we'll see what happens with this thing. Hey, look, it's all fixed. And look, it's a black wheel. Sticker wouldn't come off, so spray paint, sticker's gone. But honestly, I think it looks way better. Well, I'm biased to black wheels. I think it looks way better having a black wheel on anyway, compared to the silver. I actually don't like silver wheels on any vehicles, simply because if you look around, 90% of the cars on the road have silver wheels, because that obviously goes with every paint color. But anyway, I don't know. This is obviously not a permanent thing, but neither is the car. That kind of brings up the real point of this video. I wasn't really just going to shoot something showing me putting a spare tire on the car. I need to do something with this car because it's not worth fixing. The real problems with it are probably some of the ABS isn't right, even though the ABS works, the light's on. O2 sensors, the air shocks work, but they leak, and they're super expensive. It's got about 140,000 miles on it, so the engine, the trans, the drivetrain seems okay, but it's at that stage where you never know. I don't know what else. There's some other sensors. There's, I don't know. If you check the codes, there's like 12 things that are wrong with it. So if you're going to fix everything on this car, it would cost you, I don't know, $5,000, $6,000 probably, just for the cost of the parts. And then you end up with a 140,000 mile A8L that's worth, I don't know, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000. And in fact, I didn't pay much, but still, you factor what I paid for it plus fixing it, it's just not worth it. So you just kind of use it as is. But I don't know, I was thinking maybe, I don't know, making some kind of Frankenstein thing out of it, or I thought, oh, I could take the drivetrain out of it and put in something else. But the reality is, with the mileages on the drivetrain and all the custom work it would take to put in some other vehicle, you'd spend a fortune, and you potentially still have to fix and rebuild a bunch of stuff. So I don't know. I mean, it's, I don't know. I'm gonna do something with it, but yeah, I'm just kind of at a loss at this point. Insurance is expensive, so it's like keeping it around for a 15, 17-year-old car, whatever it is. I don't know. Kind of at a loss here. So, I mean, at the very least, I'd have to spend a few bucks to put some tires on it, and I'd have a, you know, kind of a beater vehicle that sort of works okay. But I already got a bunch of those, so I don't know. I'm gonna do something. But yeah, this is the Audi. It's it is what it is. But thanks for watching this little random one here. The Silverado should be fixed in the next week or so. As soon as the transfer case gets in, it's just put everything back together, put some fluid in, and we're done. There's other things to do in that truck. The gauges are kind of messed up, so I want to get those fixed. Got new wheels and tires put on the truck. A couple other miscellaneous things. Oh, intake manifold gaskets, need to replace those. Same thing on this truck, that also needs those. And obviously I need, the big thing is finish this rear suspension back here. So yeah, that stuff's coming. Got some snowmobile stuff here. It's that time of year. And then yeah, mess of a garage here, but race car stuff coming. Clearing out everything in front of the car because I need room to really just frankly work on it. Anybody want a junk small block Chevy? But anyway, yeah, I think that's it for now. So thanks for watching this random one, and we'll see you in the next one.